Hailey Reese, and for today's video and every video going forward, I am no longer going to be saying hello my loves. Now that it's been brought to my attention and I went and looked, I can totally see why some of you guys thought that I was copying a YouTuber who is much bigger than I am and much more relevant than I am. But honestly, like, that was not my intention. I actually have always said my loves. If you go back to my Twitter and look, you'll see. So I thought that it would be like a cute, cool thing to do. Turns out totally unoriginal, and from now on we are not going to be using it. We'll just have like new intros and we will just keep the stories coming and keep on moving forward. So thank you for bringing that to my attention. Totally unintentional, but nonetheless totally obvious. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys a story that I honestly a couple years ago would have sworn I was taking it to my grave. This is one of the most, if not the most embarrassing things that I've ever done. I was gonna say have ever happened to me, but no, I brought this on myself. I did this. This is all on me, and it's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. So if you guys want to hear the story of the time that I completely and utterly humiliated myself at the Teen Choice Awards on the red carpet, then you just gotta keep watching this video. But before I get into this story, if you are new to my channel, I just want to say hi, my name is Hailey. Like I've said in my last video, my life is nothing shy of a little crazy sometimes, and I have countless stories to tell about it. So if you enjoyed this video or any of my other videos and you want to see more from me, then please go ahead and click that subscribe button. We are like approaching 10K and I don't think I'm ready for it. Like, I am so stoked over it. I genuinely love every single one of you that subscribe to my channel. I'm so thankful and I just can't believe how fast it's growing. So thank you so much. And I would really appreciate it if you're new, you join the family that's growing and click that subscribe button. So this story takes place in LA at the Teen Choice Awards, and I want to say it was 2 or 3 years ago. I can't exactly remember, but it was like around that time. If you don't know already, I am a singer, songwriter, actress, and I have had really incredible opportunities in my lifetime to go to these types of events and to kind of network there and build what I'm trying to build. So that's why I was there. This award show was really poorly organized, and I don't think it was actually the award show's fault. I think it was just the location that they had it at. It was a blazing hot day in LA, like blazing hot, and I was in a jumpsuit. I'll insert a picture right here actually so you can see. I was in a jumpsuit, and it looks black in some of the pictures, but it was like a deep navy blue, and so the jumpsuit was thick and it was very hot inside of it, and everyone was sweating and the red carpet was crammed. So for some reason, like, they hadn't organized the time slots for all of the artists and all of the actresses and whatever else to come, and there was like probably 100 of us waiting to walk the carpet at once in the blazing sun. So you can see like everyone's makeup artists like blotting their faces and trying to make sure that people look okay to get on the carpet, and the entire environment was just really frustrating, and everyone's publicists were upset and people were just like really frustrated because of the situation. Side note, the fire department actually ended up coming because there was too many people on the carpet at once, and they ended up kicking like a ton of people off of it. It was chaos. Let me just leave it at that. For those of you who haven't been to an award show, I'm gonna explain to you how this one was set up so you can better understand what's about to take place. So this award show, when you walk onto the carpet, there's an area like right here, and it's a bunch of photographers from different magazines, like radio shows, whatever else, and they're all there, and you take your stop on the red carpet, on the mark, and you do your poses, and you walk like a little bit further so that you get the other people and you do their poses, and then the picture part is done. It moves on to video. So in the video area, there's a bunch of different people lined up. There's, you know, TMZ, Perez Hilton, Hollywood Life, like just a whole bunch of people. And your publicist is supposed to pre-prep you of all of the sponsors of the event and like everything that's going on and who's up for what and who's up for this award and who's up for that award, and you're just supposed to be totally up to date on everything. Which for somebody like myself who is like prone to making mistakes on things, this is a difficult task, and this actually gives me anxiety before going onto the carpet, because sometimes you just blank, like you get nervous and you just blank on when they're asking you certain things. You have to know what you're wearing from head to toe, you have to know like what you've done, you have to know what key points to sell yourself on. You're a brand, you're a business, and you're there to talk about what you're building and what you're doing and everything else. And I'm already distracted, let me just add, because like Taylor Swift's on the carpet, Lucy Hale's on the carpet. I'm a huge Pretty Little Liars fan, so this was exciting. So I walk up to my first interview a little bit distracted to begin with. So I get up to the first interview and I need you guys to understand that there is a big giant bowl of candy right in front of me. And there's a really cute interviewing girl and then there's a camera guy. And she says to me, Hailey, are you willing to stop and do an interview with us? And I'm like, 100%. So I stop to do the interview with them and they say to me, you know, hi, my name is so-and-so. I'm really happy that you're here today, you know, blah, blah, blah. And so we talk for like a few seconds, just her introducing me. And then she says to me, so I'm here today representing candies. She says it just like that, representing candies. Let's rewind. There's a big giant bowl of candy. So then she says to me, and I'm just wondering, what's your first memory of candies? So if you guys don't know this about me, I'm a huge food person. I'm a huge junk food person. I'm a huge candy person. And so my mind automatically jumps to food. Because when doesn't it? My name is Hailey. I'm obsessed with food. When doesn't my mind jump to food? But anyways, and I go on, guys. I go on for 10 minutes. Like, I'm not even exaggerating you. It might not have been 10 minutes, but it was a long time telling this woman when I first got introduced to candy, like the bowl in front of me full of candy, and what my favorite candies are. I literally walked this girl through like, my first candy I ever tried was this, and then I choked on a gummy at the age of 3, and like, so I was scared of them for a while, but gummies are like my favorite candy, and like to this day, gummies are still my favorite candy. And the girl just keeps the microphone to my mouth, and I'm talking, and I'm going on about how my favorite candies, and when I finish my tangent, and I'm like completely candied out and can't talk about anything more to do with candy, brace yourself, guys, brace yourself. I could feel myself like starting to sweat because this was so humiliating. The girl looks at me just like this and goes, that's really great, but I'm here representing Candy's, the clothing brand, like the main sponsor of this event. My face changed so quick from excited about a big bowl of candy to like, oh my God, is this camera live? Because you never know on the red carpet which cameras are live. Even if they're not live in the actual event or on the events like on the events like TV show, like where people can chime in and watch it, they might be live on that particular like interviewer's website or whatever it is. So the first thing I think to myself is, oh my God, is this camera live? Like, are people hearing me live go on for 10 minutes about candy knowing that it's about a clothing brand that is the main sponsor of the event? Like, when I say it's the main sponsor, guys, I'm gonna insert a picture here and I want you to look behind me on the red carpet and see if you see the word candies anywhere. Because it's there really big. Turn to the camera guy and I look in the camera and I go, oh my goodness, if any of my fans are watching this, they know how much I love food, how much I love candy, and there's a big bowl of candy right here. And when she worded it like, what's your first memory of candies? I thought she meant candies, like candies. So my heart's racing. At this point, I'm having anxiety to the maximum. Like, you've never had as much anxiety as I'm having in this moment. So we just laugh it off and I finish the interview and I try to like redeem myself as much as you possibly can at this point. I finish up the interview and I go to move on to the next one and I turn to my publicist, and my mom was also on the red carpet, and I said, I'm out, I'm leaving, that's it, that's all. Did my pictures, did my interview, I'm leaving. And they're like, what happened? And I said, oh, maybe the fact that that's Candy's, one of the main sponsors of this event. She asked me my first memory of candies and I went on a 10-minute tangent about how much I love gummy bears. And my mom starts to die of laughter. And she's like, that is just you, Hailey. Like, that's such a you thing. And I'm like, Mom, it's not funny. There's nothing funny about this. Like, if that camera was live, like, I'm gonna become famous for being the biggest moron at the Teen Choice Awards. Like, who does that? Who does that? Hailey. Hailey Reese does that because Hailey Reese loves gummies and loves food way too much. It's a problem, guys. As you can see, it gets me into trouble. My publicist says, Hailey, you have to finish the interviews. That was only the first one. You have about like 20 more to go down. And I said, I can't do it. I have like post-traumatic stress already. Like, I'm afraid to go do more interviews. And they're like, you have to do it. So I brace myself and I finish and I go through all of the rest of the interviews and I go into the event. Now this did not leave my mind. As the award show goes on, I go into the artist area, which is like the big green room for all of the artists. And actually I was talking with like a few really incredible actors that like my sisters watched, I've watched, like I was a big fan. And they're like, do you love sushi? And I was like, how did you know? Like sushi's like one of my favorite foods. And he's like, oh, because there's like a Katsuya booth out there like with free sushi. You're kidding me, I'm so going to get sushi. So I go out to go get sushi with my mom, and I look at the sushi booth and I said, nope, not getting sushi. And Mom's like, Hailey, what's wrong with you? And I said, Mom, look at the booth. And my mom looks over, and in the biggest letters you've ever seen, it says, brought to you by Candies. I said, I can't eat it. My mom's like, you're being ridiculous. I said, no, Mom, I cannot eat it. Like, I just disrespected the brand. They asked me when I was first introduced to them, and I went on about gummy worms and gummy bears and how I like the sour ones and how like watermelons are amazing and like all the different gummies that I love, and they were talking about their clothing brand. I cannot eat the sushi that is brought to you by Candies. So we walk away, and I finish the award show, and it was a really great time, but that never left my mind the whole time. And I get back to my house, and there's already like tons of pictures of me from this red carpet and tons of interviews already up, and I'm like searching everything like a mad woman, trying to see if that interview surfaced anywhere and if I was gonna be like the next face of stupid blonde stereotypes. Like I felt like that was gonna be me, and I was like, this is it, my career is over. And I know you're probably like, Hailey, you're so dramatic, but you guys will never understand how I felt until you were there and you had to like redeem yourself after this girl let me go on. She let me go on for like 10 minutes. Like, why wouldn't she be like, psst, psst, like it's the brand Candies. Like, I'd much rather have that than for me to like finish and have her be like, that's really great, but we're talking about the clothing brand, like one of the main sponsors of the event. She was not looking out for a girl. She was not looking out for your girl. That video never surfaced. I'm hoping that it doesn't even exist anymore. I'm hoping that it will never surface. I thought I was taking this to the grave with me. I was like, well, they're definitely never endorsing me, never getting that sponsorship. Candies and Hailey, not gonna happen. Maybe like Bulk Barn will sponsor me for gummies and stuff. I don't know, but not Candies. I'm just gonna go ahead and hope that the video never comes out, because even though I'm sharing it with you guys, I don't want to have to relive it and see my face and hear my 10-minute speech about how good Candies are, because like, am I right, guys? Are Candies great, or are they freaking great? They're so good. If somebody would have told me like when this first happened that I would be sitting here in front of my camera telling you guys like what I did, I'd be like, you're crazy, like I'm never sharing this. They're gonna think I'm the dumbest person in the whole world. But you know what? I love you guys, and so many of you just love to hear the crazy things that I've done or I do, or my crazy life. So I thought, who better to share it with than you guys? I mean, if you can't laugh at yourself, are you really like living? You gotta just be able to sit back and be like, so this one time, and you just gotta laugh at it, because I'm over it. I'm over taking myself so seriously. Like, this is just who I am, guys. I'm that girl. I'm that girl who's like gonna have to have like 5 million publicists trying to like keep me in check, because like, I mean, I'm that girl. If you guys enjoyed this video and you at least could laugh with me, hopefully not at me, and you want to see more videos from me, please go ahead and click that subscribe button. I post a ton of videos, and if you do enjoy them, I don't want you to miss when I upload. And please give this video a big thumbs up. Like I always say, it really makes me feel good when you do that. I really appreciate every single like that I get, every single subscriber. So if you enjoyed it, please do that. Remember, my loves, do all things with kindness. And until next time, love you.